Hey guys. So before we start, I want to announce that I now have a playlist for custom Hearthstone concepts. Feel free and check that out if you think you might have missed a video. For today's video, I decided to go back to my favorite class and one of my favorite keywords, by exploring what Warlock and spell damage cards could look like, including class spell damage minions, and unique uses of spell damage for Warlock. Ready? For our first card, let's look at one of the more basic designs, Mana Eater, a 3-mana 4/4 demon with spell damage +1 and battle cry. Destroy a mana crystal. At first the stat line seemed a little overpowered. However, making the comparison of Full Guard to Sen Jin Shield Master, one can see the same comparison of Mana Eater to Ogre Magi. The next card we have introduces a unique use of spell damage, summoning minions. For 1 mana, you can summon a minion with equal cost to twice your spell damage. However, you take damage. While this is written as 0 on the card, this would of course be influenced by your spell damage. So for example, when played alongside Malygos, you would take 5 damage and summon a random 10 mana minion. My one concern is that this card could be a little too powerful when coupled with Violet Illusionist or Malgan is. However, I would still enjoy playing with this design at least a little bit. Full Forger is our next card, a 2-mana 2/2 that gains +1 spell damage whenever you take damage on your turn. Personally, I think this card might actually see some use in versions of Zoolock, since you'll be taking damage anyways, and it could certainly play off Soulfire or Mortal Coil. It would also couple well in a mid-range Warlock with the next card we have to discuss. Since you'll be taking so much damage to empower Full Forger, Harvest Life will help you manage your opponent's board and make some health back. For 5 mana, you deal 1 life steal damage to all enemy minions, with double bonus from spell damage. Balancing for this card was a little tough, comparing cards such as Spirit Lash and Arcane Blast. However, I think 5 mana is a good start for balancing. That being said, I would certainly want to test it more for cost specifically before having to play against it in an actual match. For our last source of spell damage we have Neath Magus, a bit of a flexible battle cry minion. At its space, you can play it as a 6-mana 3/6 that deals 3 damage to an enemy. However, if you target your hero, it gains +3 attack and +2 spell damage. While it is a bit expensive, I think the aspect of choice and the high stats on a spell damage minion could both make this card interesting. Even just used alongside Summoning Circle from earlier in this video, it could be used to summon a large minion without playing too many other cards. It also has good synergy with the last card of this video. Eredar Crusader is a defensive minion, a 5-mana 2/6 taunt with the additional effect that it gains attack power equal to your spell damage bonus. I think this could be an interesting card, working with your spell damage minions to protect them and deal some extra damage. I would also just enjoy seeing more cards in this design, minions that empower themselves with spell damage. This card would also be interesting, as you could curve out and play a spell damage minion after you play it or try and keep one on the board on turn 4. Overall, it's a simple design, but I think it's a lot of fun to theorize over. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed and check out that playlist if this is your first custom Hearthstone concepts video. I'm still working on honest Hearthstone for Witchwood, but I think it's coming along nicely and should be ready in roughly 2 or 3 weeks, so keep an eye out for that. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video. Toodles.